Good evening, everybody. Talking with Clutch here. As you can see from the first part of the video, we're getting things ready. Got the bike, got the trailer. Honestly, I could probably get away without having the trailer, but frankly, I'm just gonna lazy this one out. You know, I spent the money on the trailer. I'm gonna use it. Makes life a little easier when you're traveling. Things aren't so cramped. You got plenty of room for your stuff, so that way I can pack like my camp chair, all my camping stuff. I can haul my Yeti cooler. There's a lot of things that just makes it easier for me to pack up that. So we're gonna pack things up here real quick tonight. Not really gonna show you any of that. We'll join you in the morning. Got the cooler packed up, got some water in there, and of course we have one bush light for good luck, because you never know when you might need a bush light. And plus that'll come in handy setting up camp. Have a nice cold beer right there. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's put some ice in it. About a little after 10 in the morning on Friday, the I want to say 29th. And to where we're meeting up now, looks like there'll be 3 bikes total going on this one, so a little bit better than last year, but I don't know. I think I'm done setting up camping trips for the club personally, because, you know, everybody wants them, and then it comes time to do it, and no one wants to ever go. So, F it. Next year I'll just go on my own and say, if you want to go, here's how you do it. Otherwise, I'm going this time. I mean, obviously I'm going with other people because it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I have not left the area yet. But not to follow the people we're going with. They had to work till 10 this morning, so. Otherwise, it's like last year, heading up 10 sleep. Probably just gonna take the interstate over, I think, since it's later in the day. Probably grab lunch on the way, maybe find a place or two to have a beer on the way, and go from there. Other than that, the weather looks like it's going to be halfway decent today, so at least that's the hope anyway. Not supposed to be as hot over here today as the last few days, but over Wyoming way it's going to be just as hot, so it'll be a warm afternoon getting over there, but at least it cools down nicely at night. Should be some pretty decent sleeping weather over there. Plus we'll be up in the Bighorns in the morning, so that'll help as well. Keep us cooler anyway. 10 sleep is down at like 4,500 feet, so it's pretty warm at 10 sleep, but the high Bighorns aren't terribly far, a long ways away, so. Alright, well, that's all for now. As of today, as we're riding, granted this is going to be this will probably be seen well after the Sturgis Rally is over for this year, but as we're standing here, we're 1 week away from the official start of rally. Kind of that last little look of Sturgis, kind of somewhat normal, although a lot of tents are usually set up by now. This is the week usually all the people that, you know, like to beat the crowds at rally show up and basically create another crowd. I always will say this: if you want to go to rally and you want the least amount of crowds, go after. You get in town like even come in Saturday, you still get a little bit of it, but by Monday morning everyone's cleared out of here, so you kind of get a nice week where you have the hills to yourself in a way. Because the secret is, everybody still thinks it's a week. They always say, oh, it's the week before rally, it's always the week after. That's actually not true. Week after, this place is dead. And like I said, it's perfect because everybody thinks, oh, the week after. And I'm comfortable saying this because I have
not very many subscribers. But you know, the week after is kind of the best week because the tourists don't come to town yet because they're afraid, oh man, the rally's still going on and the party's already ended for the rally, so you know, they're all gone. So like I said, it's about a week's worth of just nice quiet roads and good summer weather yet. And so yeah, if you're coming to Sturgis, obviously if you're coming for the first time, you know, you probably want to experience the actual rally itself. But if you've been here before, you want to avoid the crowds during a rally, either come way early in June. But anyways, we got a little bit of time yet. We decided we're going to do lunch in Sundance at one of the several Uncle Louie's locations. I've had the Sturgis one, never had the Spearfish one. This will be my first one in Sundance. Hopefully it's a good lunch. We decided Sundance, maybe get away from some of the crowd, because even in Rapid City right now, it's kind of traffic's getting kind of crazy. The gas station we filled up, I swear to God, every time I go by that thing, and it's usually once or twice a week, because it's right by the Lowe's, and there's never anyone there. The place is crickets. Today, I pulled in, and my God, I have never seen that gas station so busy in my life. So, I don't know, it must be something about me. And trust me, it's not because everybody's trying to get a hold of your boy here. Because trust me, I am about as special as a wet carrot. I just happen to be one that's dumb enough to buy cameras and talk a bunch of trash on YouTube and for like nobody. So, but hey, you know, some of us just are, you know, kind of dumb. Well, and I'm one of them. But it's okay, I have fun doing it, so. If you're gonna live your life like a dummy, at least have fun doing it, so. Plus, dumb stuff is kind of what's fun sometimes, you know. So, but anyways, let's keep moving. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but the Bighorns are not far away. About 16 or 19 miles out of Buffalo now, cruising down I-90. At Buffalo, we'll hop on 16 West, and we will take 16 the rest of the way into 10 Sleep. Kind of wrap through the town of Buffalo a little bit. 16, it takes a really goofy route through Buffalo. But figure about 20 more miles out of there, we'll be dealing with the heat, although it's not terribly hot. And then we'll go up high for a little bit. And then we'll go right back down to 10 Sleep where it's going to be hot again, but that's okay. But it isn't as hot as it has been. It is 81 degrees right now, which ain't terrible. But other than that, it's been an okay ride so far. Everything's running well. The bikes are running well. Everything's tracking good. Had a pretty good lunch up at Uncle Louie's Diner in Sundance. So that was pretty good. On that, just enjoying this view of the Bighorns here as we're pulling into Buffalo. We'll get some fuel, and my guess is the next thing you're going to see from me is probably in 10 Sleep. There we go. Well, we're up high. There's no mistaking that. I can see the edge of the tree line. It is 66 degrees, nice pleasant temperature. Like I said, there's no mistaking. You feel the chill running through your ventilated gear. Yep, you're up in the mountains. I'm guessing we're at about 8,500 feet would be my guess. Could be lower, but that's the nice thing about the Bighorns is they go higher. I kind of wish the Black Hills would go up to like that 9,000 to 10,000 feet range, because then you could actually go up there on a hot day and actually get a true relief. I mean, you still get some relief going up on the hills on the hot day, but for the most part it might be 100 down in Rapid City and it might be 87 up at Hill City. Where if you could go up to, like, you know, if Hill City was at 10,000 feet, you'd probably be 100 in Rapid City and probably, you know, 70 at most in Hill City. But nice thing about the Black Hills, we got a lot more roads than these guys do for at least paved motorcycle riding. Because really there's two ways through the Bighorns. Basically there's Highway 14 and Highway 16. Also there is a little bit of 14A, so really you got 2 complete roads and 1 spur to get you out of the Bighorns. So there's a lot more off-road options up here in the Bighorns. So I just guess if you liked dual sport, a little off-roading riding, I think the Bighorns would be a great spot for you to come. But about 3:37, 3:38 in the afternoon, so should be a 10 sleep a little after 4. Get checked in, get camp set up, figure out a plan of attack. I guess it's going to involve drinking more beer and probably eating some food. So should be a pretty simple night, that's for sure. But anyways, we're going to keep rolling along here. Last 32 miles into 10 sleep.
Well, we made it. Camp's all set up nicely. There's the brewery right there. Pretty much same spot as last year. But now we're gonna go eat some food, drink some beer, and go from there. Hey everybody, Clutch here. But we've called it a night. As you can see, this tent is awesome. There's so much room for activities. But my wife spoiled the hell out of me this year with this tent. So, anyways, we're gonna call it a night, and we'll see you in the morning. But just a really good day. Good time, good riding. It was, you know, warm but not too terrible, and yeah, like I said, good time. So, but we'll see you in the morning for some more fun.